walked on roads that broke our shoes, fought battles we were bound to lose. But you stayed close, you stayed kind, even when I nearly lost my mind.
I saw the fear behind your eyes, but I believed we'd rise and rise. Held your hand, held your name, through every fire, through every flame.
No gold, no crown, no perfect form, but what we have is stronger than the storm. Stronger than the storm. Through every wave we kept each other warm. When the sky fell, we built our own sun. Together we never had to run. What we've become through love reborn is stronger than the storm.
I lost my way 1,000 times, but you rewrote every line. Your voice pulled me from the edge, back to love, our living pledge.
And when my heart began to tire, you lit my hope, became my fire. Every stay that you said true built the life I dreamed with you. The winds were fierce, the nights were long, but side by side we both grew strong. Stronger than the storm. Through every wave we kept each other warm. When the sky fell, we built our own sun. Together we never had to run. What we've become through love reborn is stronger than the storm. We're more than scars, we're more than pain. We're every sunrise after rain. And I would do it all again if it brings me back to stronger than the storm. Our hearts the shelter, safe and warm. Every tear just made us more alive than ever before. With love as wind and hope as form, we're stronger than the storm. We made it through, just me and stronger than the storm. I saw you standing by the silver door, coffee in hand, eyes I couldn't ignore. The train pulled in, our worlds aligned, one empty seat, and fate was kind. You smiled like you already knew this ride would carry something true. We met on a train to forever, two strangers drawn by the same weather. Steel and sparks beneath our feet, hearts in motion, soft and sweet. Didn't speak, but the silence said, this is where love stories play. You laughed when I dropped my book, and I was lost in every look. The city passed like flashing light, but time time slowed down with you that night. No station felt quite right to me. In your eyes I could believe. We met on a train to forever, two strangers drawn by the same weather. Steel and sparks beneath our feet, hearts in motion, soft and sweet. Didn't speak, but the silence said, this is where love stories led. Now every morning you're by my side. What started as chance became a ride. We met on a train to forever. Now we're on this journey together. Tickets punched, but we never knew. Forever starts when I met you. One look, one ride, one spark, one fade. And now love won't hesitate. You wore denim and I wore leather, dancing through the neon nights together. Cassette tapes and love notes in the rain. Every touch brought the magic back again. We were wild hearts with nowhere to be, just a mixtape and a dream, you and me. Back when love was a song on the radio, every beat made our young hearts glow. Under street lights we found our way, forever felt close in those sweet old days. Back in time where we both belonged. Back when love was a song. Roller skates, slow jams in your car. We'd wish on stars, never dreaming too far. VHS nights and Polaroid smiles. We stayed in love through every mile. You were the rhythm, I was the rhyme, frozen in our favorite time. Back when love was a song on the radio, every beat made our young hearts glow. Under street lights we found our way, forever felt close in those sweet old days. Back in time where we both belonged. Back when love was a song. Though the world has changed, we're still the same, still dancing to our 90s refrain. Back when love was a song on the radio, every beat made our young hearts glow. Under street lights we found our way, forever felt close in those sweet old days. Back in time where we both belong. Back when love was a song. You and me were still holding on to the days when love was a song. crowd was loud, the lights were high, guitars lit fire across the sky. I stood alone in rhythm's flow, till I turned and saw your glow. We didn't speak, just shared a smile, but I knew it after a little while. I found you in the music, in the beat of the night, where every lyric felt so right. You swayed beside me, lost in the sound, two souls spinning round and round. It wasn't just the song or the view above, it was the moment we fell in love. Hands raised high, we moved as one, underneath the setting sun. You whispered softly in the noise, and somehow I heard your voice. Your laughter danced with melody, and time just froze for you and me. I found you in the music, in the beat of the night, where every lyric felt so right. You swayed beside me, lost in the sound, two souls spinning round and round. It wasn't just the song or the view above, it was the moment we fell in love. Now every concert takes me back to that spark we can't unpack. We didn't plan, we didn't try, love just found us by and by. I found you in the music, and I still do. Every note brings me back to you, from strangers lost in melody to lovers bound in harmony. You were a chorus I never knew, but now I only sing for you. Crowded halls and boarding signs, people lost in ticking time. But through the noise I saw your face, like calm within a rushing place. You dropped your bag, I picked it up. Fate poured love in a paper cup. At gate 23, our story began. Two travelers with no real plan. You smiled and time just froze for me, in the hum of airport destiny. One missed flight, one sweet delay, and I never looked away. You talked of dreams in foreign skies. I read the truth behind your eyes. We shared a bench, we shared our names. By the time we left, nothing felt the same. The speaker called, but we stood still. Love had landed, pure and real. years with no real plan. You smiled and time just froze for me. In the hum of airport destiny, one missed flight, one sweet delay, and I never looked away. Now every gate feels like home, 'cause with you I'm never alone. Gate 23, hearts took flight. Now we chase every morning light. Love took off with no guarantee, but it all began at gate 23. I'd miss 1,000 flights again, just to find you then.
We had nothing but an old guitar and dreams that couldn't reach too far, but we kept walking through the rain. You held my hand through every strain. We made our shelter from the storm, with love to keep each other warm. Hold on, we're almost home. Through every mile we've never been alone. Though the nights were cold and hope felt thin, you gave me strength to rise again. We've come so far through wind and stone. Just hold on, we're almost home. We've lost, we've learned, we've seen it all, but we still rise each time we fall. Built a future from shattered parts, with nothing more than honest hearts. You never let me lose my way. You loved me through the darkest days. Hold on, we're almost home. Through every mile we've never been alone. Though the nights were cold and hope felt thin, you gave me strength to rise again. We've come so far through wind and stone. Just hold on, we're almost home. One more sunrise, one more try. Together we'll touch the sky. Hold on, we're almost home. Through tears and time, we've always grown. We may have crawled, we may have bled, but we followed every word we said. So don't let go, don't be afraid. We're almost home and love has stayed.
You picked me up in your old Mustang, FM radio playing Marvin Gaye, sunset skies and shades of gold, a story in drive and nights untold. We had no map, but we had each other, running on love like no other. Love in the rear view still shining bright, flicker us carved it in flame. Payphones rang with whispered dreams, caught in the echo of 90s themes. Still hear your voice through static air, like a love song always there. Love in the rear view still shining bright, flickering like those disco lights. From Walkman tunes to midnight calls, we held on when the silence falls. Time moved on, but we never changed. Our hearts stayed in that golden frame. Now we play those old CDs, dance like it's 93. Love in the rear view still shining bright, flickering like those disco lights. From Walkman tunes to midnight calls, we held on when the silence falls. Time moved on, but we never changed. Our hearts stayed in that golden frame. Still holding hands, still singing true, living the love in our rear view. You had your Walkman, I had mine, running through dreams in rewind time. Leather jackets, arcade nights, you lit my world in flashing lights. We didn't need the world to know, just us in that retro glow. Neon hearts forever shine, locked in rhythm, yours and mine. Through boombox beats and summer skies, we burn like stars before sunrise. Still I see you when I close my eyes. Our neon hearts forever shine. Your mixtape still lives in my head. Take on me in words you said. We were wild, we were free, like love songs on an old LP. Still dancing in my memory, you and me eternally. Neon hearts forever shine, locked in a rhythm, yours and mine. Through boombox beats and summer skies, we burn like stars before sunrise. Still I see you when I close my eyes. Our neon hearts forever shine. No matter how far we've gone, that beat plays on and on. Neon hearts forever shine, locked in rhythm, yours and mine. Love like lightning, bold and bright. We lit up the 80s night. Oh, we're a spark that never fades. Neon
dusty shelves and quiet air, old novels stacked with love and care. You reached for the same worn spine, our fingers touched, your smile met mine. No thunderstorm, no flashing sign, just paper hearts and prose divine. In the pages between us, love wrote its name. In margins and whispers, it quietly came. One shared book, one second glance, turned two strangers into chance. In a world of ink and dusky musk, we found each other in the dust. You read aloud a line or two. I laughed and said, that sounds like you. Time slipped past the ticking clock, lost in verse, the world unlocked. No need to rush, no script to say, just two hearts finding their way. In the pages between us, love wrote its name. In margins and whispers, it quietly came. One shared book, one second glance, turned two strangers into chance. In a world of ink and dusky musk, we found each other in the dust. Now your name's in every page I read. You're the only story I need. In the pages between us, our love remains like poetry that never wanes. One bookstore day, one moment true, and my favorite chapter became you. Just paper, pen, and fate's design, you became my favorite line. There were nights we barely spoke, tears fell quietly as we broke. But you stayed when the lights went black and gave me strength to fight back. We were bruised, we were small, but we refused to ever fall. So rise with me through fire and stone, let's turn these trials into thrones. We were made to bend, not break, to find the dawn no matter what's at stake. With you I'm more than I believed. So rise with me and we'll be free. They don't know what we survived, how we turned dust into life. You stitched hope into my skin, taught me how to fight again. Every heartbeat we protect is a promise we won't forget. So rise with me through fire and stone, let's turn these trials into thrones. We were made to bend, not break, to find the dawn no matter what's at stake. With you I'm more storm and flame. Together we're never the same. If the world falls down, just wait and see. I'll rise again if you rise with me. I'll rise again if you rise with me.
Chị chơi quá.
Quay gì cầu kỳ quá. Thì cầu họ quay các hình bộ mình tung. Bây giờ cái này nguồn của cầm thú. Trời nóng gì mà lạnh đứng tên đâu. Trời thật. Anh đi nhuộm da mười rồi.
Về bố mẹ nằm ra.
Ấy ngồi đi chứ.
Phần đánh cạnh. Ôi trời ơi.
Cái này chị đang quay rượu mà cái nhà đang đứng trước máy quay của chị. Ham kêu dẫm kinh. Xong đi đến trước máy quay của chị ăn khoe cái chân chụp vào.
Quay không chị đâu nhưng mà để mà quay đi thì anh tỉnh quá. Trên đấy trong cái quả đấy
Này, chụp mình một tập thủ. Khiếp. Nóng có lẽ. Mà vì thấy cầm túi đen hơn một tông. À 5 tông.
bình thường là đen. Là chỉ là linh thì linh thì cũng đã đừng mua còn nó là nằm trên cỏ này.
Ê, có những cái shot quay mà mấy giây thôi quay.
Thì nhưng mà có cái like cá mình đẹp
Đúng đó, chị đang nói đó. Thì là đi chụp kỳ hoặc là đi chụp khi đó cũng là cảnh với tâm thế mình là một người mẫu á thì mình sẽ nghĩ ra được việc này.
bao giờ mới xong
Em có lại được rồi mà tụi anh kia lâu thì quay cho em thì nữa này.
ui lại đừng có đừng quay lại được quay
Tụi anh kêu vào được 12 cái
em người được có 20 cái mà chưa lọc á
một
quay
chi thì thấy
chẳng quay đã ra là nít không
con nít nhưng mà mình chỉ quay lướt qua thôi không ăn cái hết.
bơi giữa
Nít mà lướt qua ăn khác với cái việc mà mình lấy con nít làm chủ thể chính để mình quay nó khác nhau mà.
lờ mà người đòn ở đây một bạn
Đứa ai nhủ cứ quay người chi. Em đến lại gần em quay nước chảy thì lấy tiếng nước là được đấy.
thì bên vào là phải có người nó quay chắc nước rồi cả quay lại thì nước bị cả đi khỏi chín
Chỉ quay 3 video tắt nước. Rồi chỉ quay thêm cả chân hò đi qua nữa. Tao sợ quay chúng con nít.
thì con nít thì đầy rồi
Hơi ship vào vậy chữa mà anh ngủ lên lưỡi một tí gì được. Nhỏ quá à. Hôm hai mẹ nó đi chụp ảnh chắc phải.
quay cái cảnh thôi.
Mày nhiều con dài rồi nên kêu là đi qua đây mỏi cắn. Thì đây đồng cỏ toàn phấn ngon cỏ. Khiếp, nắng con đừng ngoại cả nắng.
Em cờ lò quay ít rồi về ấy.
Xưa chị thấy đây kiểu sao vẫn tốn kém này. Đi sang bên nơi này chị đấy. Chị có cả một cái đờ, không có đồi đi nhưng mà ý là cũng có những cái thảo nguyên mênh mông bò ví dụ mình đến là mình cầm cái dây thừng ngó bò đúng không? Thì mình quay là mình đang đi chăn bò.
Rồi mình nhà mình quay được phải.
Chị thấy quay câu kia nó về ở con nhà bên.
Đây được 5 phút đi.
Ôi, 7 phút.